In a world more connected than ever, people have never felt more alone. Screens light up every room, every bus, every dinner table. Conversations fade into scrolling, laughter becomes emojis, and eye contact is replaced with notifications. This film explores what happens when constant connection begins to disconnect us from what truly matters each other. Human connection comes from when we interact with the world and people around us, not the metal in our hand.
According to Pew Research Center, 98% of Americans own a smartphone of some kind. Our society is more interconnected than ever. Phones have gone from a stationary method of communication to mobile computers to a necessary part of interacting with the world around us.
Phones have revolutionized long distance communication. Instead of writing letters to family and friends that live across the country or even the world, we have instant access to their voice and even their face. Emergency help is a phone call or text away. Doctors specializing in complex issues are able to chime in to important medical cases from around the world. Information that used to be inaccessible to the majority of the population is just a Google search away. Those living in rural or low income areas have access to experiences they would never otherwise have. Phones have made the world more accessible, convenient, and interconnected than ever before. With a few taps on a screen, the entire world is at your fingertips.
Think about how reliant you are on your phone. You set your alarm to get you up each morning. You use it as an ID and wallet. You use it to see the menu at restaurants. You even use it to communicate with people sometimes sitting right next to you. On average, you pick up your phone 150 times a day. 150 times you disengage from the real world around you. Each time we pick up our phone, we get sucked into a virtual multiverse. We are able to engage and interact with an entire virtual world that replicates the world around us. Phones have made it so that we no longer need to see friends and family in person, go to concerts or sporting events, leave the house to go get dinner, and even see a doctor. Our reality is shrinking into the palm of our hand.
So, what are you left with when your phone is out of your hand?
What happens when we stop reaching for something digital and start reaching for something real? Something that we have known before phones and technology took over our lives. Walking around with something else and paying that much attention to it seems silly, but it's what we all do. Your day would look entirely different. How would you get up in the morning? How would you know the weather or the amount of traffic? Would you be able to navigate to work, to a friend's house? Would you stand in line at a coffee shop and pay with your card instead of ordering ahead? Would you see the world around you differently?
When we idolize a simple object like our phone, it reminds us how strange our habits have become. We reach, scroll, refresh, almost without thinking. Yet none of these motions connect us to the people standing beside us. When you choose to put down your phone and disengage with the constant stream of content, the world doesn't disappear. It comes back into focus. The air feels cleaner, faces unblur, and genuine conversations fill the previously silent void.
Maybe disconnecting isn't about turning your phones off completely. Maybe it's about remembering that connection doesn't come from a screen. It comes from being a human, from seeing, listening, and sharing the moment you're in. Because the moment your phone is out of your hand, the world is finally back in it. But is it ever truly possible to disconnect the world from the allure of being online? No matter how many small choices we make in our daily lives, we will reach for our phone eventually. We know it's a problem. Rising rates of depression, loneliness, anxiety, we combat them with fake smiles and fake connections. But the pull, the deep addiction to the device that has been made key to the kingdom always will win out.